In every soul's pilgrimage, there arrives an instant when illumination stirs and the inner lights come alive for the very first time. The light does not first appear outside, it awakens inside the heart's silent chamber. It is that hush before daybreak, the long, steady breath resting low in the chest. Picture yourself trudging for miles through night soles, aching on gravel palms, searching the air for guidance. You conclude, this must be all there is, this chill, this dimness, this sense of not enough. Then a lantern is placed in your hands and vision returns. You discern not only the trail, but the ever-present garden at your side, the fruit-laden trees you never thought to touch, and the murmuring stream of plenty flowing at your heels. Beloved, scarcity is not ultimate reality. It is a mirage, a wall shadow projected by the mind's attachment to smallness. It does not define or reveal your essential nature. Let us start our healing at the sorest point, the purse, the place where the pain most often gathers. We recognize this sensation well, the muted dread that surfaces when a wallet opens onto emptiness, the gut clench when invoices outrun the balance, the instant a child requests a small delight, a class excursion, a toy, a fragment of joy, and you choke down guilt as if it were stale bread. For many, the pattern traces back to childhood. You entered a world set to the soundtrack of worry, the paper smell of overdue notices on the table. You saw your mother make coins perform miracles, and your father bear tension in the slope of his shoulders. Wordlessly, you absorbed the lesson that there was never quite sufficient. The purse stayed clenched. Emptiness hovered like a constant threat. Picture that purse again, small and leather edges split from too much handling. It rests in a child's grasp. Your inner child clutching hard eyes, quick and wary, terrified that releasing pressure will spill it all. What's inside a scatter of tokens, 2 or 3 hopes, a few borrowed dreams, and a tired dollar folded upon itself like a prayer. And still, what if the purse had never in truth been empty at all? What if the very sense of emptiness was the deception all along? Let us call upon an ancient, immovable truth, one that resounds like a bell through every scene of scarcity. But my God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:19, all your need. Not a fraction, not sporadically, not conditioned on worthiness, relentless hustle, or clever tactics. All your need, measured by what your wages, your rating, your metrics. No beloved measured by his riches in glory. In glory, there is no deficit, no rationing, no scarcity at all. Heaven contains no poverty, lack is foreign to its economy. The divine design for your life does not include not enough. Insufficiency is not written into that plan. You were not born to tally crumbs or compress your longings. You did not arrive merely to endure. You are an heir of limitless substance. Yet the purse you bear, emotional, mental, energetic, has been sealed shut by fear. And fear forms the lock that now requires breaking. Shut your eyes and turn inward. Do you perceive the anxious child within clutching that small purse to their chest? Speak softly to them. Sweetheart, you can release your grip. You are safe now. That purse is not your source. Now witness what unfolds the moment the purse finally opens. Gently, fingers quivering, you lift the clasp. Light pours forth, golden and warm, seeming without end. It was never truly about coins or bills. The purse served as symbol only. The genuine treasure is divine provision existing beyond the visible world. That supply has always been present, patiently awaiting your remembrance. The mirage of lack endures because emotion fuels it. It masquerades as shame and drapes itself in inherited hurts. Yet illusions cannot withstand truth's radiance. When spiritual vision is kindled like a candle, darkness disperses. Now pause a moment. Lean into this inquiry. Have you known the fear of not enough? If yes, name it aloud. I have felt it. Let it be spoken without shame and with solidarity. In confessing the fear, we draw it from its hiding place, expose the illusion, and set healing in motion. You do not stand alone in this. Thousands, indeed millions, have traversed this road of apparent scarcity. Yet the way does not end in that valley. There is a bend, a threshold, a golden door that opens the instant you declare, I choose to see differently. This right here is the pivot, the holy turn. The inner light has come alive and begun to glow. The purse stands full. In truth, it was never empty. It was your perception that required mending and renewal. And now we commence that restoration together, hand in hand. When the illusion of scarcity is recognized, the heart rises with a question at once timeless and freshly born. If the purse is not truly empty, then what exactly is this purse? And more crucially, where does it reside? Let us lift the veil tenderly and with love, honoring the mystery ready to reveal itself. The purse is not leatherwork. It isn't hidden in a handbag or stowed in a closet. It is not a digital figure or bank's metal chamber. The purse is in truth your subconscious mind. It is a sacred vessel, a divine womb, an unseen vault that contains the substance of what has not yet taken shape in the visible world. When Florence Scovel Shinn referenced a purse that never runs dry, she did not mean a literal item. She pointed to the inner domain, the field of belief, imagination, and expectancy. She understood that consciousness is creation's currency, and that the subconscious operates as the storehouse through which it circulates. Let us turn to Scripture for a key capable of opening the purse of perception. Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house, and prove me now, herewith saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven, and pour you out a blessing that there shall not be room enough to receive it. Malachi 3:10, prove me now. This is not a far-off pledge. It is a present invitation, indeed, a challenge. Bring your faith, your word, your belief. Deposit it into the storehouse, your subconscious purse, and behold the outcome. Envision a lovely purse held in your hands, woven not of cloth, but of light, soft, luminous, almost living in its pulse. Each thought, every spoken word, and all tended emotions become the coins you place within this wondrous purse. And when those coins are minted from faith, gratitude, and holy expectation, its radiance brightens, warms, and grows more vibrant. Now picture the following scene. A woman faces an aging ATM, its surface scuffed by time. She taps the keys, enters her code, and waits. Nothing. She attempts once more. Still nothing. Exasperated, she thumps the metal and protests. Why won't you give me anything? Then a quiet voice replies, you haven't deposited anything? So it is with the divine purse. Many ask for abundance without ever depositing an abundant consciousness. Many expect wealth without having voiced it, felt it, or pictured it within. Yet when you finally do, beloved, when you sow wealth seed into the subconscious soil, the purse reveals a bottomless depth. This is the wonder at work. This is the miracle unfolding. Not chiefly through grind, but through alignment. Not by sheer force, but by faith. Florence wrote, "Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving." The purse answers less to need than to inner knowing. The universe does not compensate panic. It honors divine expectation. Allow me to share a story. Once there was a man named Joseph, residing in a humble town of humble means. He labored tirelessly indeed. He toiled mightily, yet funds fled as swiftly as they arrived. Friends muttered about a money curse, and family murmured of misfortune passed down the line. One day, Joseph discovered a time-worn volume of Florence Scovel Shinn in a second-hand shop. He opened to a chance page and read, "I look with wonder at that which is before me." The sentence hit him with lightning clarity. He wondered if his beliefs, rather than his circumstances, had been the true lock upon his purse all along. That evening, he chose another way. In place of worry, he practiced gratitude. Before sleep, he murmured, "I am divinely provided for. My purse is full and overflows." He envisioned a luminous purse at his bedside spilling golden light. He pictured coins of favor, dollars of peace, and checks of opportunity. He saturated his subconscious with wealth not merely monetary, but felt and inward. Within days, a client settled a long-standing debt. Soon after, a friend extended a partnership offer. Unexpectedly, a refund check arrived for a tax mistake from 5 years before, and the purse continued to pour forth. Why did this happen? Because Joseph deposited into the invisible realm. He put God to the proof. He set the spiritual law in motion. So it must be with you as well. Let us pause together for a breath. Breathe. Rest a hand upon your heart. Notice the rhythm, the pulse of life moving within. This too is a kind of currency. Your breathing, your faith, your focused attention. These are all deposits into the spiritual treasury. Now speak this aloud. Even if your voice quivers, I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Repeat it once more with greater strength. Seal the decree. Claim it as yours. Let each word fall like consecrated coins into your soul's inner vault. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. And again, one more time, I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. With every repetition, the purse enlarges not in physical size, but in energy, not yet outwardly, but inwardly, where it truly matters. You have, in effect, drafted a spiritual covenant. You have activated the divine ATM, so to speak. And just as you trust the right sequence on a machine yields results, so must you trust that belief voiced in faith does not return empty. Remember this: God's supply knows no limit. The purse answers to spiritual deposits and inner inputs. The more you affirm, the more readily you receive. The deeper your belief, the clearer your vision becomes. The more gratitude you offer, the more doors swing open before you. Allow this moment to become your turning point, not due to an external shift, but because you decided to transform within. You have set the divine current in motion, opened the enchanted purse, and recalled who carries the key. And that key, unmistakably, is you. There exists a law inscribed not upon stone, but within spirit, engraved not on tablets, but woven into the very weave of reality itself. This principle is both simple and holy, as within so without. You do not merely reside in the world, you move through it as an emanation. You are not a detached spectator of reality. You cast it upon the canvas of consciousness. What appears outside is a mirror reflecting your inner convictions, the furtive whispers of fear, and the quiet expectations you carry. Let us approach the mirror together now. stand before this mirror, no with your body, but with your inner being. Behold the purse you bear, not the physical one, but the heart-held purse. How does it appear? Is it weathered and tired, sealed tight by years of hardship? Is it tentative, yet hopeful, quivering with the urge to be filled? Or is it flung open, glistening with golden potential? Whatever shows up, treat it as sacred. It reveals what you are affirming beyond vocabulary, through energy, emotion, and the prevailing tone of your being. Consider Lila a woman who perpetually felt on the edge. Blessings would arrive only to evaporate just as swiftly. She won prizes, received surprise checks, even inherited a modest sum once, yet within weeks, everything dissolved. At a workshop on spiritual abundance, a single question unspooled her story. What reflection is your purse giving you? She hesitated. She had never examined it. She had faulted life, the market, her background. Then something opened within. She recognized that her purse mirrored a fear of success, a belief that money would leave, and a subterranean guilt about having more than those around her. She wept that evening, not from despair, but from release. She commenced the real work, not frantic striving, but interior repair. Each day she declared a new truth: I am a holy vessel of abundance. My purse reflects the richness of my soul. With a hand resting on her belly, she meditated, envisioning the inner purse shining brighter day by day. Months on her finances steadied. More importantly, the fear of money dissolved. No longer a thief or a phantom, money appeared to her as light made visible. Beloved, turn the question upon yourself: what about you? What picture is your inner purse reflecting back to you? Does it show lack? Then somewhere within lack has been crowned as if it were truth. Does it show fullness? Then you have already begun the great remembering of who you are. This is not about shame. It is about empowerment. Once you grasp that the outer world trails the inner, you stop chasing change and start embodying it. Your affirmations shift. Your feelings shift. You project a different image upon the mirror of life. Let us travel further inward into the temple of self. Imagine a candlelit corridor, golden light dancing upon the walls. You arrive at a holy chamber. Upon the altar rests one item alone, your purse, yet it is not merely yours. It is God's purse, entrusted to you and upheld by eternal supply. You move closer and rest your hands upon it. As you do, a whisper rises from within the stillness: there's no depletion in divine supply. Let the sentence reverberate through your whole being. Speak it aloud in this moment. There is no depletion in divine supply. Not merely for other people, and not as theory for you, for your rent and your aspirations, your meals and your tuition, your household, your generosity, and your joy. All you require already exists in the unseen realm, and it hastens toward you the instant your inner atmosphere becomes an energetic match to your desire. As within, so without. If you wish to behold wealth, embody the frequency of wealth. If you long to experience ease, start by breathing ease through your body. If you desire a full purse, let your heart fill first with gratitude, with belief, with a sacred knowing. It is no accident that Florence Scovel Shinn stressed inner speech. She understood that the subconscious continually listens, continually shapes, and continually mirrors what it hears. Therefore, beginning anew is possible today, right now. Start with a simple yet faithful decree: I am rich in thought. I am rich in feeling. I am rich in faith. Again, I am rich in thought. I am rich in feeling. I am rich in faith. Now take a steady breath, Sense the richness radiate outward. Observe the purse's response, sometimes not in days or weeks, but in moments. The universe is not sluggish. It is responsive. The essential shift is your receptivity. Survey your life as it stands. What interior shift must occur for your outer purse to transform? Is it greater trust, a deeper sense of worthiness, or perhaps more forgiveness? Only you can answer. Yet this much is certain: the mirror neither lies nor lingers. As soon as your inner sight clarifies, the external purse will echo the change. Therefore, pose the question once more: what reflection is my purse giving me? And then choose anew. Choose from truth rather than fear. Choose from power instead of doubt. Choose from the certainty that divine supply is limitless and you are its consecrated inheritor. Now turn this over in your heart. What are you affirming day by day, scarcity or supply? What melody is your subconscious singing? Offer your daily mantra in the space of community. Proclaim your truth and let it resound through the collective field, for as within, so without. Words are not hollow tokens. They are living codes. They are spirit-soaked seeds planted in the fertile soil of the subconscious. They do more than describe reality, they mold it. They exceed echoing belief, they mature into what you eventually receive. Thus, Florence Scovel Shinn stated it with clarity and force. Your word is your wand. Each sentence you utter is a spell shaping your future. Every murmured worry, every offhand complaint, every "I can't afford" that falls into the subconscious purse and instructs, bring this into being. And it does faithfully. It always does. Yet, beloved, let this not inspire fear. It is cause to claim tremendous power. For if words have bound you, those same words can release you. Consider the story of Marisol. She was raised where scarcity was spoken fluently. From her first memories, she heard money doesn't grow on trees. We're just not lucky like other people. Rich folks don't care about people like us. These sayings rooted themselves in her mind. She never challenged them. They felt like the air she breathed. Thus, even with good income as an adult, she slipped back into survival mode. The purse leaked despite her fiercest grip. One day, exasperated, she overheard herself saying, "I just can't catch a break." Something within jolted awake. She recognized that she had been casting that spell for years, and life had complied with exactness. That evening, she reopened Florence's work and formed a new practice. She began not with money, but with language. Every morning and night, she declared, "I cast out fear. I call in riches. I declare my purse full today." She repeated it slowly, tenderly, over and over. Like rain softening parched ground, her words gentled the subconscious. Within days, her mood lifted. Within weeks, small miracles surfaced: a forgiven debt, an unsolicited raise, an unexpected refund. The purse began to brim. And not only with dollars, but with faith, with freedom, with joy. Because her inner language had been rewritten. Now what about you? What arises on your tongue when a bill appears? Which phrases spill out when wealth becomes the topic? Do you mutter, "That's too expensive"? Or do you affirm, "Money flows to me under grace in perfect ways"? Do you joke about being broke? Or do you proclaim, "I am rich in all directions"? The subconscious does not privilege volume or even stated intent. It listens for repetition. What you say most often becomes the master program. So what might unfold if you repeated a different refrain? Let us try together now. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes if you wish. Place one hand over your heart and the other on your solar plexus, the seat of personal power. Then say gently, I am full, I am rich, I am supplied. Again, I am full, I am rich, I am supplied. Once more, this time with feeling, I am full, I am rich, I am supplied. Let the vibration of these words ripple through your being. This is more than mere affirmation. It is alignment. You are educating your purse in how to feel and reminding the subconscious of what is true. Recall these words are the architects designing your purse. If you desire gold to flow, speak with a royal tongue. If you want supply to appear, speak as one who overflows. If you want the divine ATM to overflow, speak deposits rather than withdrawals. Let your words be generous and your language steeped in grace. Declare lines such as, my income expands constantly under divine direction. The money I spend blesses and returns multiplied. I trust my purse is always full even before I see the proof. No elaborate ritual is needed, no intricate formula, only this daily, affectionate repetition, like a mother's lullaby to a child before sleep. Indeed, that is precisely the act speaking to the inner child, the one who clung to a purse in fear, who learned that words delivered punishment rather than provision. But today, that inner child acquires a new tongue, a language of wealth, a language of certainty, a language that declares, I am safe, I am worthy, I am open to receive. And now we enter a sacred moment. Draw a breath and feel into the spaciousness we have made. Ask yourself, not with logic alone, but with intuition. What does my purse feel like now? Does it feel weightier with possibility? Does it glow a touch brighter? Has fear's grip softened and slipped? Now voice this or inscribe it upon the page. I cast out fear, I call in riches. I declare my purse full today. Again, I cast out fear, I call in riches. I declare my purse full today. One final time, sealing it like a signature of spirit. I cast out fear, I call in riches. I declare my purse full today. This is the language that revises and enriches your inner economy. This is the manner by which we speak our world into wealth. And now, let us travel deeper still. Some viruses afflict the body, others infiltrate the soul. These do not spread by contact or breath, but via words and modeled behavior, transmitted across generations, often unseen yet profoundly powerful. They are scarcity viruses, the inherited codes that murmur, there's never enough. You must struggle. You are not worthy. But beloved, you did not arrive with this belief installed. You caught it like a contagion. Scarcity slid into your spiritual operating system like malware via stories, sayings, looks, and patterns. Not because your parents were ill-intentioned, but because they were infected as well. They learned to clutch purses in fear, to contract their dreams, to label it realism. Let us be forthright. Poverty programming is real, emotional, mental, and energetic. Left uncleared, it behaves like a magnet, pulling in cycles of struggle and lack regardless of effort or affirmations. Yet the grace of a program is this: it can be uninstalled. Let us start precisely at that point. Close your eyes and breathe. Picture your subconscious as a vast, luminous control center. On a primary screen appears a file titled Scarcity Virus. Upon opening, you hear echoes faint yet familiar. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. People like us don't get ahead. Don't dream too big. Rich people are greedy. These are not harmless sayings. They are scripts, codes, affirmations of lack disguised as casual speech. Each time you repeated or silently consented to them, they etch themselves deeper into your purse. But now you are awake, and awakening is the first indispensable step toward healing. Consider Jamal. He grew up in a loving yet financially tight household. His mother juggled 2 jobs. His father often said, "We're just trying to keep the lights on." As a child, he felt the strain in every sigh call and declined purchase. He vowed inwardly, "When I grow up, I'll be rich." And he achieved it externally. He built a company, earned 6 figures, bought the car and the watch. But within terror resided fear that money would vanish, that everything would collapse, that trust was unsafe. Why this fear? Because the inner purse still harbored the virus. One day, his mentor asked, "What did money feel like in your childhood?" The question struck like thunder. He recognized that money had felt like absence pressure and dinner table silence. So Jamal undertook the work. He listed every scarcity phrase from his youth and spoke them aloud, not to strengthen them, but to let them go. Then he burned the page, and as the smoke rose, declared, "I delete the virus of lack. I install the truth of divine supply." From that moment, change unfolded not instantly, but profoundly. He started to tithe, to give without fear, to spend with joy, to invest boldly in his vision. The virus had been cleared and the divine code restored. You can do likewise. Let us turn inward now. Envision yourself before a vast spiritual display, a cursor blinking in expectation. You type "delete scarcity virus," and then with sacred clarity you enter "install divine abundance." Feel it occur now, a cleansing, a clearing, a rewiring of the inner purse. Old thoughts begin to dissolve. "I never have enough" becomes "I am always supplied." Money is hard to come by becomes "Money flows to me freely and faithfully." "I can't afford it" becomes "If I desire it, divine supply makes a way." Let us speak them together now. I am always supplied. Money flows to me freely and faithfully. If I desire it, divine supply makes a way. Again, I am always supplied. Money flows to me freely and faithfully. If I desire it, divine supply makes a way. These are your fresh codes, your wealth dialect, your purse's new programming. Now breathe. This process exceeds affirmation. It is purification. You are not merely reciting new lines. You are generating a new energetic reality. And if resistance surfaces, if doubt whispers, "This is silly," or "It won't work," know it for what it is: the virus attempting to reinstall itself. Respond firmly. I delete the virus of lack. I reject every lie of not enough. I trust the divine economy of grace. These declarations act like sacred antibiotics. They cleanse the hidden, deeper places. And you, beloved, are the healer at work. You serve as both priest and prophet in the temple of your finances. Let us pause for a final moment in this segment, wholly steady and clear. Visualize the purse in your hands, now radiant, purified, and recoded. You open it and find not only coins, but scrolls, your fresh truths, affirmations, and sacred agreements. Read them aloud, one by one. I am coded for abundance. My purse reflects divine truth. I walk in wealth, not worry. I delete the virus of lack. Now, write this into the communal space, not merely as a gesture, but as a spiritual act. I delete the virus of lack. This is your clear declaration. This is your healing in action. This is your reset and renewal. And the purse, your sacred subconscious purse, now shines with new life. Let us advance now with holy confidence in our steps. There exists a medium of value more potent than gold, more dependable than any fiat currency, and more instantaneous than the swiftest bank transfer. It is neither printed nor struck in metal. Though unseen by the eye, it operates with extraordinary encompassing power. Its name is faith. Faith is the currency of the spirit, the medium through which the soul conducts exchanges with God's inexhaustible storehouse. It is not mere wishing nor a passive hoping. It is an active, living, vital certainty that what you seek already exists and is in principle already yours. Florence Scovel Shinn repeatedly emphasized that every manifestation takes root in faith. Lacking faith, the purse stays closed, not due to divine refusal, but because we have not reached forth to receive. Faith functions as the hand that unclasps the purse, the magnet that attracts supply, and the signature authorizing your spiritual withdrawal. Let us consult Scripture for a clear statement of truth. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. Substance, actuality, not mere theory, not idle fantasy, but real spiritual materiality. Faith supplies the raw material from which your inner purse is furnished and filled. Consider a testimony of provision so strikingly precise that only a heavenly orchestration seems adequate to explain it. Colette had slipped behind on rent, her work had cooled, and her savings were exhausted. Her rational mind shouted panic, yet her inner spirit, quiet but steady, whispered peace, for she had been immersing herself in the laws and principles of spiritual supply. She settled into stillness and pronounced her decree with intention. God is my immediate supply. My purse is full, and every need is met under grace. Then she took an action that by conventional reasoning would seem radical and counterintuitive. She tithed, she gave a portion first. She did not give from excess. She gave from faith itself, offering in trust rather than out of leftover abundance. She reached for the final $20 resting in her wallet and placed it in the hands of a woman in need, declaring, "This is not from me. It is from God's infinite purse, and it will return to me multiplied." In that moment, she acted from devotion rather than dread, treating the bill as a seed entrusted to sacred soil. That very afternoon, an email arrived. Unexpectedly, a client from half a year earlier, assumed long gone, chose to proceed. More astonishing still, the client settled the invoice in full and entirely in advance, confirming the movement of unseen supply. And regarding the sum in question, it equaled precisely 100-fold the $20 she had offered, an exact multiplication, a numerical echo of her faith. Colette wept not merely over the funds received, but because the principle had been demonstrated. She had executed a spiritual exchange with faith as her tender, and the heavens replied in kind, validating the law at work. Understand, this faith is not a blindfold. It is a lens. Faith does not ignore reality, it perceives possibilities before they materialize. Faith looks past the sensory report, discerning what lies ahead of sight. It hears provision's melody even when the world's noise falls mute, catching the rhythm of supply in apparent quiet. And when your words, deeds, and steps align in faith, you magnetize the blessings of heaven. They descend like a saturating rain upon parched ground, soaking your life with evidence. Let us pause together here. Allow the gravity and the gentle warmth of this truth to settle into your body and your breath. Take a full breath. Inhale slowly. Exhale completely, letting calm expand within you. Rest your hand upon your purse or wallet, or if you prefer, place it softly over your heart's center as a sign of trust and receptivity. Now speak in a low, steady voice, releasing the words as a gentle vow. Faith is my fortune. My purse is filled with invisible riches. Repeat the decree once more, deliberately and with presence. Faith is my fortune. My purse is filled with invisible riches. Now allow the declaration to sink further. Let it permeate thought, feeling, and breath until it rests at your core. I trust God more than I trust numbers. I trust divine supply more than I trust circumstances. I walk by faith, and my path is paved in gold. This posture does not negate the visible. It constructs a higher template, inviting a truer order to organize events and outcomes. When money is released under the grip of fear, the purse contracts. Fear signals scarcity and tightens the flow. When you spend in faith-filled freedom, you amplify circulation. The purse becomes a conduit that increases what moves through it. When withholding arises from a belief in lack, you inadvertently reinforce scarcity's echo, repeating the very pattern you wish to break. Yet when you offer, be it a smile, a gracious word, or a tithe with wholehearted trust, the heavenly windows swing wide, allowing blessing to pour without restraint. Recall the promise recorded in Malachi 3:10, the ancient challenge that invites demonstration. Prove me now. This is less a demand for currency and more an invitation to active faith, a summons to test spiritual law with trust. Put God to the test with your vocabulary, shape your atmosphere with speech aligned to truth. Prove God with your expectancy. Let your inner stance anticipate goodness as your default. Prove God by deciding steadily and without wavering to view your purse not as a hollow container, but as a vessel linked to the eternal storehouse. Now let us conclude this movement with a clear, guided picture held steadily in mind. You enter a celestial bank whose walls gleam with crystalline light. Gracious angels escort you toward your account. At the counter, you inquire, "Do I have anything here with a mixture of humility and hope?" The teller, glowing with gentle authority, responds with a smile and a nod, speaking reassurance. Your account has never been empty. You simply needed to remember. You present your spiritual identification, your faith, and in response, the vault doors swing open with effortless grace. And within that opening, what do you find waiting? Something beyond mere currency, peace that steadies you, opportunities that align joy, that overflows, and supply appearing in many forms suited to your true needs. For it is faith that turns the key. Faith is the mechanism by which the storehouse yields its treasures. And now, a final invitation to our shared circle of practice and witness. Have you personally experienced unexpected money-arriving funds that surprised you by their timing or source? Perhaps a check came unannounced, a refund appeared, a gift arrived, or a quiet miracle unfolded when you least foresaw it. If so, recount it now, not as bragging, but as fuel for communal confidence. Your testimony is a spark that may kindle someone else's courage. Let us voice our shared affirmation together, uniting our intention and breath. Faith is the currency of heaven. I spend it freely, and it returns multiplied. My purse is full, always already under grace. And so it is established, and so the current continues to flow through our lives. The manner in which we handle money mirrors the way we carry life as a whole. Our financial posture reveals our existential posture. The beggar grips his coins as though tomorrow guarantees catastrophe. His fists remain tight, shoulders caved inward. His breaths are thin, and each backward glance is soaked in fear. He tallies and retallies his change, yet the sum does not increase while the burden of those coins grows heavier with each passing day. The beggar's creed is subtraction. He expects loss. Consequently, his living contract's hope narrows, generosity shrivels, and joy diminishes, all folding inward upon themselves. This posture is hoarding spirit, the false gospel of lack that preaches fear and calls it prudence. Now consider the steward instead. She moves upright, palms open, gaze raised. Her hands are not clenched in defense, but extended with assurance. She carries money as one would carry a torch, aware that its light guides her steps and illuminates the path for others. She spends attentively, yet without dread. She gives gladly instead of guiltily. She trusts that every outflow participates in a ceaseless, divine inflow. Grasping this distinction clarifies nearly all of what matters in abundance work. It is the crux that unlocks the rest. Picture your hand as a conduit of divine provision. When you form a fist, it is true that nothing leaves, but nothing can arrive either. Life becomes dammed. Circulation stalls. The energy of abundance dries up like a once lively river, obstructed by the stones of fear and unbelief. This is more than advice. It is law, a demonstrable principle, as reliable as gravity. What you fear you clamp down and bind. What you release returns enlarged and multiplied. Consider an unwritten parable housed in human hearts. A poor, trembling woman discovered a rare coin. Instead of locking it away, she planted it in her garden, declaring, "Let this be a seed." Months later, after neighbors mocked her folly, she awoke to sunlight glinting upon gold rising from the soil. Several coins, not one. Because she offered by faith, the law answered with increase. Contrast her with a townsman who discovered a similar coin, yet sealed it in a box, saying, "This is all I have." In truth, that is all he kept. Its potential froze, and it never became more. Do you perceive the pattern now, the lesson unfolding in these contrasting choices? The keeper who clings ultimately forfeits. The attempt to secure leads to a hidden loss. The steward who releases in trust expands. Giving becomes the pathway to growth. Hoarding does not equal wise care. It is fear wearing the mask of responsibility and anxious mimicry of stewardship. Mere survival is not sanctity, and fear-driven self-denial contains no spiritual gold. Divine stewardship does not squander. It circulates. It partners with the divine economy, a flow of good that by nature cannot run out. The steward refuses to anchor safety solely in a paycheck, a partner, or a pension. She recognizes her source as spiritual, inexhaustible, and intimately concerned with her well-being. She does not idolize money by clinging. Instead, she holds it loosely and lovingly, understanding she is tasked to circulate it rather than possess it. For the steward, money transcends bare survival. It becomes sacred, an instrument of purpose and blessing. Let us pause for inquiry and honest reflection. Which role have you most often inhabited, the clutcher or the circulator? Have you moved like the beggar, hoarding crumbs and bracing for storms that may never break? Or have you dared the steward's path, trusting circulation, stepping steadily in grace and confidence? In this moment, with your voice and your full presence, make a clear declaration. I am a divine steward. I trust the flow. Speak it once again to root it deeper into your field. I am a divine steward. I trust the flow. Can you sense the subtle shift beginning within your breath and posture? The gentle turning of inner gears toward openness and peace. Notice how your shoulders release, your palms uncurl, and your breathing deepens. You are no longer a victim of scarcity narratives. You are an active partner in divine abundance. If you sensed that movement, witness it publicly. Offer your testimony so others may be encouraged. I am a divine steward. I trust the flow. Allow your words to fall like seeds in another's garden, sprouting courage where doubt once stood. Let your declaration move outward in ripples, touching lives beyond your immediate view. Let your heart retain this wisdom the open hand receives. The river that flows remains alive. The steward's way multiplies what passes through. We now wade into deeper waters, into the laws that undergird this way of living. Let us examine the governing law that explains why this pattern repeats with such reliability. There is a rhythmic tide in all phenomena, a pulse of give and return. The sea is our teacher waves advance and recede in holy cadence. No wave frets about failing to come back. No tide panics as it withdraws. The ocean understands its cycle belonging to a greater whole, and it circulates without fear. So it is with money, with all good, and with every blessing that courses through your experience. The same rhythm of circulation applies. The law of circulation states plainly, whatever you release returns, augmented, amplified, and multiplied by channels known and unknown. Florence Scovel Shinn observed, "The game of life is a game of giving and receiving. Yet many miss that this is not a straight swap. It is not a mere ledger of I give 10, I get 10. That is arithmetic, not divine recompense. The divine return is exponential, mysterious, and beyond ordinary logic. It answers to Spirit's genius. Let us dive further into the mystery so the heart can grasp what the mind alone cannot compute. Once there was a man, let us call him Samuel, who had lost nearly everything: employment, confidence, hope. He arrived at a small spiritual gathering, desperate pockets literally turned out. The theme that night was giving, and he scoffed. What could I possibly give when I have nothing? The teacher met his eyes with a kind smile and answered, You do have something. You always have something to offer. Samuel possessed a single dollar, a crumpled bill, reserved for a can of soup. To him, it represented his last safe harbor. Yet something moved within him, a spark of faith, a brave dare, and he laid the dollar upon the altar. I give this, he declared, not as loss, but as seed. He returned home that night hungrier than before, yet paradoxically lighter. A quiet, unusual peace settled across his chest, as if something heavy had been set down. Within 3 days, an unforeseen check arrived, an old refund he had forgotten. It wasn't large yet, it bridged a week. He smiled and gave again, this time $5, and again supply flowed back to him through new avenues. For months, he tithed from faith rather than abundance of surplus. Each offering seemed to expand his world. A job opened. A car came as a gift. A lingering debt vanished, not instantly, but steadily, rhythmically, like the faithful pulse of tides. Samuel had entered the current of circulation. His giving was not a lever to coerce God, but an act of harmony with the divine rhythm. For giving does not equal depletion. It is agreement with abundance and with trust, alignment with the truth that your source is not what you grasp, but what you flow with. When you give under guilt's weight, you constrict the channel and impede the blessing's return. When you give while resentful, you short-circuit the current. The energy tangles and fails to travel far. But when you give joyfully, the gates burst open and the waters of provision rush forth unhindered. Let us be unequivocal. Giving for the sake of getting is mere barter, not blessing. Yet you can give to participate, to activate, to co-create. The divine delights in a cheerful giver, not from need, but because your generosity demonstrates trust in the source. By such action, You proclaim, "I believe in overflow and in divine return. I inhabit a friendly universe that delights to return to me tenfold, 100-fold, even 1,000-fold." Recall the sea once more. It neither requests permission to rise nor begs the moon for pull. It simply flows, moving as what it is, an embodiment of rhythm. In the same manner, you must learn to flow standing in your nature rather than in your fear. When money rests in your hand, refrain from calling it the last. Regard it as the first of many arrivals, the beginning of a sequence rather than the end. When you release funds, resist saying, "There it goes." Instead, affirm, "There it grows," acknowledging the law at work. And indeed, giving extends far beyond money. You can offer kindness, time, encouragement, and forgiveness. Every faith-planted seed returns as fruit in forms you cannot presently imagine. Allow me to share another witness that reveals how the law moves in everyday life. A young woman named Maria trained to be a healer. She was broke, anxious, and haunted by doubts about her path. Passing a street musician whose music touched her deeply, she reached into her purse and discovered only a solitary coin. She paused, thinking, what difference could this make? Yet a quiet inner nudge replied, "Give it anyway." She placed the coin in the instrument case with a gentle thank you, then continued down the street, heart slightly lighter. That evening, an email arrived from a former client long absent. The client requested a full package of sessions, more than Maria had ever sold at once. When asked why, the client simply said, "I don't know. You came to mind today. Something told me it was time." Maria wept not purely for the income, but because she recognized the law of circulation revealing itself in her own life. Give quietly with trust and with joy, and watch the return arrive by unexpected sacred channels, perhaps not where you predict, yet precisely when you require it. Let us now internalize the law, bringing it from concept into lived practice. Close your eyes and rest your hand over your heart. Recall the last offering you made in faith, be it $1, a blessing, or a moment of presence, and notice the energy it carried. Now give voice to this affirmation so it imprints deeply. Nothing I give is lost. It returns to me multiplied. I live in divine circulation. Speak it once more so your subconscious receives it fully. Nothing I give is lost. It returns to me multiplied. I live in divine circulation. Allow these declarations to inscribe themselves upon your spirit, as if etched gently yet permanently into your inner being. When you examine your finances, retire the reflexive question, "What do I lack?" and set it aside as an unhelpful lens. Begin instead to ask, "What can I release in faith today?" letting that inquiry guide your choices and open your channels. For the beggar's habit is clinging, while the steward's way is circulation, holding loosely so life may move. The hoarder dreads the ebb and flow, but the divine giver trusts the tide's rhythm and rides it with confidence. Now I turn the question toward you directly and sincerely. What was the most recent gift you gave from faith, however small, offered with trust rather than fear? And tell us, why did you give it and what stirred you to act at that moment? Because testimony multiplies. Your story becomes a seed that inspires courage, activates faith, and draws blessing not only to you, but to everyone who hears or reads it. What was your last act of giving from faith? Share with us. It multiplies your return. We now move forward from the practice of giving into the next sacred practice, spending as a holy act. Because the manner in which you release money is as holy and consequential as the motivation behind it. Each dollar you spend functions like a prayer, an intention launched into circulation. Every coin becomes a messenger, carrying your energetic signature into the world. Every transaction declares either trust or fear. It reveals which master you have chosen in that moment. Perhaps this framing is new to you. You may have treated spending as neutral, merely a means to secure groceries, fuel, and bills. Swipe card, hand over cash, move on. Yet, in the unseen spiritual dimension, money bears intention. It carries the imprint of the heart that releases it. When spending proceeds in fear, that vibration stamps the flow, proclaiming, "This is all there is, I must guard it." Consequently, money becomes protected by staying away from you, obedient to the fear you broadcast. When you spend resentfully, the energy constricts. Money ceases to dance or bless. It pulls back and mirrors the bitterness you have sent forth. But when you spend with joy and sacred trust, money sings. It circles back and overflows, echoing the tone you set. As Florence Scovel Shinn affirmed, "I bless the money I spend. It comes back to me multiplied." And indeed, when aligned, that is exactly how the flow behaves. Let us shift the frame entirely, adopting a higher, more generative perspective. Picture each dollar as a sacred dove. When released in peace, it returns bearing gifts. When released in panic, it scatters and is lost on the wind. This is more than a poetic image. It reflects an operational spiritual law at work. Consider Eliza, who shared a simple account. En route to work, she paused at a neighborhood cafe. Funds were tight, and she nearly opted to brew at home. Yet her spirit whispered, "Celebrate your morning." She chose joy, stepped in, smiled, and ordered her favorite latte. Yet this time she engaged the moment differently, with conscious intention. As she passed the $5 bill to the barista, she murmured a quiet blessing beneath her breath. "This money is blessed. It returns to me tenfold." She released the thought entirely and went on with her day without clinging or anxious checking. That afternoon, a client she'd assumed had forgotten her called. He paid his overdue invoice and added a delay bonus totaling $50 more than she anticipated. She laughed less at the exact amount and more at the recognizable pattern, the sacred thread weaving through small choices and generous returns. Her cup of coffee had become a living contract with the universe, a brief act of worship and a practical demonstration of trust. Therefore, I pose the question directly to you. How do you spend? What tone do you stitch into your transactions? Do you groan at each bill and feel diminished when you pay? That energy becomes your unintended prayer and forms the nature of your return. Now let us enter a simple practice that can immediately shift your field. Close your eyes gently to gather your awareness inward. Visualize the next bill, purchase, or expense approaching in your life. Reframe it not as subtraction, but as circulation, a current moving for your good. Regard the dollar you release as a divine ambassador, carrying blessing and returning with allies. Now speak aloud with steadiness and conviction. Every dollar I spend blesses and returns. I spend with joy. I receive in overflow. Repeat the affirmation once more to seal it within your consciousness. Every dollar I spend blesses and returns. I spend with joy. I receive in overflow. Do you notice the subtle yet real shift in your energy? The breath softer, the heart more open. Let me offer another image to deepen the understanding. A man purchases a birthday gift for a friend, not from duty, but from affection. He blesses the money as he pays, envisions the recipient's smile, and savors gratitude for the chance to give. Days afterward, he is invited to a gathering where he meets a future business partner, someone who soon helps him generate results he once thought impossible. Coincidence, or the natural rhythm of circulation returning through an unexpected door. Spending as a sacred act opens invisible doors and sets favorable roots in motion. The potency lies not in the sum, but in the attunement, the energy and intention with which you release. Remember, you are never merely buying groceries. You are nourishing the temple of your body and honoring its vitality. You are never simply paying rent. You are anchoring safety and honoring the shelter that steadies your life. You are never only paying a bill. You are energizing your environment and declaring, "I trust in supply." Therefore, make the act holy, make it joyful, and let it be faithful every time. Do not recoil when you give, and do not tremble when you spend. Embody ease as you circulate. Smile, speak a blessing over the transaction, and let gratitude flood the moment. If $5 is what you possess, release it with the expansive energy of 5,000. Spend as a steward, not a slave, as a channel of abundance, not a captive of fear. Now I invite you to a simple, repeatable practice that seals this teaching. The next time you spend, no matter the amount, pause for a breath. Whisper a living code that programs the return, it returns tenfold. Sense the immediate internal shift, a lightness, a widening of possibility. Spend from joy's atmosphere, not fear's constriction. Spend as one resourced by infinite supply, because in spiritual truth, you are sustained by it. Spend while remembering that your true source resides not in the wallet, but in the spirit's unending storehouse. After you practice return to this circle, come back and bear witness. Testify to what unfolded so faith may multiply among us. Because this path is not abstract theory, it is living demonstration verified in real lives. Next time you spend, whisper, "It returns tenfold." Try it. Then return and testify. With spending now sanctified, let us widen the lens to the larger pattern, the complete loop of abundance. You have practiced giving. You have practiced sacred spending. Yet an essential question remains: have you closed the circuit so the current can continually flow? Let us step consciously into the abundance circuit, the sacred loop through which supply circulates. Let us close the loop together and activate it fully in our daily lives. Wealth moves by divine design according to a holy architecture that organizes its flow. Envision a radiant ring of light, a golden current looping without end. It originates at source infinite supply, limitless and luminous, and streams into your life as inspired ideas, divine appointments, unforeseen opportunities, and open doors. You receive this incoming current with willingness and awareness. You sense its presence through funds support favor, timely nudges intuition, and then you speak engaging your creative authority. Your words actively steer the current. Your tongue conducts the flow. You may affirm, "I am blessed. I am provided for. Money flows easily to me." Or you may cancel the circuit with fear, "I never have enough." It's always one thing after another. Either way, speech shapes the loop. Next comes giving, releasing some portion to keep the current alive. With language aligned and heart open, you give not from guilt or anxiety, but to maintain harmony with the flow. You tithe, you tip, you bless another, you invest in your vision. This act sends received energy back into motion. After giving, trust must follow as the resting posture. You rest not apathetically, but in sacred confidence. You allow the current to move without chasing or grasping. You stand aligned, knowing what I release returns. What I sow, I reap. What I circulate, I multiply. Finally, the circuit completes through conscious reception, welcoming the return. You accept the return, perhaps not in the expected form, yet reliably in the form required: a surprise refund, a gift, a new client, a solution, a breakthrough. Receive with gratitude, speak your thanks aloud, and share the testimony so others can rise. And in the sharing of your story, the circuit initiates a new source flowing once more. This is the abundant circuit mapped clearly: source, word, giving, trust, reception, back to source. It is a holy loop, a divine economy, a system older than any bank and more potent than any budgetary plan. Yet many remain outside the circuit, wondering why the current seems faint or blocked. Consider Nadia's story as a living illustration of an incomplete loop. Nadia studied manifestation, believed in abundance, and wrote affirmations daily, yet very little movement occurred. She finally asked, "Why isn't it working? I speak the words I visualize, yet I still feel stuck and stagnant." I inquired simply, "Do you give?" She hesitated and admitted, "Not really. I'm afraid there won't be enough if I do." Ah, that was the telling hinge, the missing piece. The circuit was kinked. The current could not complete its loop. She welcomed inspiration and spoke abundance, but she did not release. She withheld and hoarded in fear, leaving the circuit open-ended and ineffective. It is like powering a fan with a wire that never connects back. The energy halts, the loop is broken, and nothing turns. I encouraged her kindly. Give somewhere to someone just once. Break the dam and let the water move. She obeyed the nudge. That same week, she contributed $20 joyfully to a local cause dear to her heart. Within days, an unanticipated bonus arrived from her employer, not as a mechanical trade for the donation, but as a natural result of re-entering circulation. The loop reconnected, the current moved, and evidence followed. Abundance does not travel in straight lines. It functions in circles through cycles of receiving and releasing. The hoarder claims, "I'll give once I have more," while the steward says, "I give because I have more. I give to activate what is mine by law." Another woman, Deja, labored relentlessly in her business, yet felt depleted. Sales lagged. I asked, "What are you withholding?" She admitted she had not tithed for months, neither money, nor energy, nor kindness. I invited her to begin again, not necessarily with money, but with time and encouragement as her offering. She started to send a single encouragement each morning to another business owner, a simple supportive text, no more. Soon, something subtle but decisive shifted in her field. Within weeks, clients returned, her energy rose, and joy reappeared. Why the turnaround? Because circulation, once resumed, reanimated the loop and invited supply to move. You need not be wealthy to turn on the abundant circuit. You need only willingness to participate, willing to trust again and again, willing to release freely and without clinging, willing to speak words that align with truth, willing to receive open-handed and grateful, willing to complete the loop each time so the current remains alive. Let me display the loop in simple, luminous sequence for clarity. 1. Source, God, Spirit, infinite supply. 2. Word, what you declare about supply. 3. Giving, what you release in faith. 4. Trust, your restful expectation. 5. Reception, your openness to receive. Back to 1. Source. When lack is your language, the circuit sputters and dims. When you hoard, the loop kinks and stalls. When you only receive and refuse to share, the loop jams and ceases to flow. But when you live inside the circuit, momentum gathers, and you become in practice unstoppable. Now take a breath. Let us step together into a brief centering practice. Place your hand upon your heart to anchor attention. Gently close your eyes to deepen focus. Sense the current. Imagine the golden loop coursing through your life, touching every arena with light. Now speak aloud, uniting breath and intention. I complete the circuit. I speak truth. I give in joy. I receive in peace. I live in the flow. Again, to seal it within, I complete the circuit. I speak truth. I give in joy. I receive in peace. I live in the flow. Can you feel the resonance, the current growing steadier within? A fresh alignment, a gentle clarity, perhaps a quiet hum within your spirit's field. This sensation is the frequency of flow, evidence that the circuit is active. You now stand inside the loop, not outside looking in. You are no longer a bystander. You are a participant in spirit's economy. You are an active, conscious participant in divine wealth and circulation. Now ask yourself honestly, have you been hoarding energy, time, attention, praise, or money? Have you been speaking doubt and thereby thinning the current? Have you received gifts yet withheld your own outflow? I invite not shame, but awareness so you can pivot with compassion. Because in this instant, you are free to shift course. Right here, right now, without delay or drama. Release guilt and fear. Remove the kink from the hose so the water may run. Open the channel and complete the circuit. Let the current move. If you feel the turn, speak it into the circle. I complete the circuit. Let us flood this space with declarations of power and faith. Let us witness one another's shifts and celebrate them openly. Let us step together into overflow as companions on the path of plenty. And now, beloved steward of the sacred flow, let us discuss the art of guarding the circuit so it remains strong. For once, flow is active, protection matters. Guard the gates of your mind, the atmosphere of your home, and the frequency of your heart. Next, we will enter the city of gold, within where guardianship is learned. Let us station a vigilant guardian at the gate of consciousness. Within you lies a city of gold, radiant with promise and provision. Its walls shimmer with divine promise. Its streets resound with songs of abundance. Its towering gates open into a life of peace, prosperity, and continuous flow. Yet not all things may be permitted inside. Discernment is required. In the spiritual realm, as in the material, abundance thrives when its environment is protected and curated. It is not primarily guarded from theft, taxation, or economic dips. Its greatest threat is doubt, that slow, subtle erosion of faith. Doubt is the stealthy thief that slides in through the shadows and unravels trust. Fear is the whisper that poisons the inner well, clouding the water you drink. Comparison acts like acid, corroding the hinges of your gate and weakening your resolve. To remain in overflow, adopt the role of guardian, calm, compassionate, and alert. Not anxious or rigid, but vigilant, like an angel at the threshold of awareness. Guard your words, thoughts, environment, and the company you keep. As Florence Scovel Shinn taught, your word is your wand. And like a wand, your language casts either blessing or burden with every stroke. Therefore, to protect the flow, you must watch over your language with care and intention. You cannot proclaim prosperity in the morning, yet complain by noon. You cannot affirm abundance on Sunday and lament lack on Monday. The circuit we constructed fractures under double-minded speech. Imagine yourself as a walled city pulsing with golden light. At every gate stands awareness as a sentinel. When fear appears disguised as realism, your guardian replies, "You may not enter." I have chosen a higher law. When a friend mocks your faith or derides your affirmations, answer gently yet firmly, I do not agree. I live by spiritual truth rather than surface appearances. This is not delusion or denial. This is dominion governing your inner world with authority. You are not rejecting the visible. You are affirming a deeper order that reshapes what is visible. Let me share a brief story to illustrate the point. A man named Ezra, committed to living by spiritual law, he tithed, he affirmed, and he gave with joy. In time, money flowed with greater ease and opportunities multiplied around him. Then one afternoon, he met an old colleague for lunch and shared a table, a meal, and casual conversation that seemed harmless on the surface. Be careful, the colleague cautioned. This kind of thing never lasts. Money dries up, markets change. Don't get too excited. The words carried the weight of skepticism, planting seeds of doubt under the guise of practicality. Ezra acknowledged him with a courteous nod. Nevertheless, something subtle shifted within an inner draft of chill air, moving through a space that had been warm. That night, fear crept in quietly. He started second-guessing his direction, neglected his affirmations, and hesitated at the moment of giving, as if a door once open had eased itself nearly shut. Within a single week, 2 pending agreements collapsed. One client disappeared without explanation, and the old rush of panic surged back into his chest. In response, Ezra contacted his spiritual mentor, seeking clarity and a steadying voice. I don't understand. I was doing everything right. His confusion was raw, his tone edged with frustration and grief. The mentor replied with a piercing question. Who did you let speak into your gates? A prompt aimed at the guardianship of mind and speech. Ezra hesitated, then admitted, just an old friend, revealing how easily familiarity can bypass vigilance. Then returned to the wall. Reinstate the guard. Speak truth. Protect your flow. The counsel was concise: resume, watchfulness, restore right speech, and safeguard circulation. Ezra obeyed at once, choosing action over rumination. He resumed his disciplines, intensified his declarations, released resentment toward the interruption, and soon the gates opened again, evidence that alignment restores momentum. To guard the gate is not to micromanage outcomes. It is to maintain conscious stewardship over input tone and influence. The primary guardians at your threshold are these: your language, the first and closest sentinel shaping reality as it is spoken; your environment, the ambient field you live within, which either lifts or lowers your state; your community, the people whose words, moods, and beliefs mingle with your own and color your atmosphere. Language stands as the nearest gate. If you hear yourself say, I can't afford it, stop and inquire, is this truth or simply reflex? Replace it with, it isn't my priority right now, yet supply flows continually, thereby preserving agency and flow. When a bill appears and panic stirs, declare, this is a channel of circulation. I bless it. I pay it with joy. It returns multiplied. In doing so, you reframe obligation as flow and transform fear into agreement with increase. Your environment functions as your living atmosphere. If your space is filled with cues of fear, overdue notices posted visibly, worry-laden talk on repeat, change it. Light a candle, play uplifting music, and position affirmations where your gaze first rests each morning to recalibrate the field. Community matters profoundly. Ask yourself honestly who surrounds you most and what do their words cultivate in you. If you take meals with doubters, you end up digesting doubt, absorbing the subtle nutrition of skepticism. If you travel with chronic complainers, fatigue begins to clothe you. You wear their heaviness like an ill-fitting coat. Yet if you partner with the truly prosperous in spirit and principle, not merely in balance sheets, you ascend with their tide and learn their cadence of trust. Therefore, cultivate a spiritual community companions who recall you to truth amid the world's noise, who prompt speak the word when you falter, who stand with you at the gate and affirm we hold the line together in overflow. Let us now embody the role of guardian personally, not as theory, but as practice. Close your eyes to gather attention and steady the inner gaze. Envision yourself positioned at the gateway of your own mind, alert and poised. Imagine fear approaching. Answer calm and firm. No. Set the boundary without drama or hostility. See doubt knock at the door and reply, I trust the law of return. Replace uncertainty with a clear legal statement of spirit. Watch sarcasm curl its lip. Counter softly, I choose sacred speech. Refuse corrosive tones, select consecrated language. You are neither weak nor passive. You are capable and commissioned to steward your field. You are royal and powerful and appointed steward over your inner kingdom, authorized to govern its gates. And now give voice to a vow that anchors your station. I guard the gates of my mind. I speak truth. I host abundance. I dwell in overflow. Again repeat to engrave the stance more deeply. I guard the gates of my mind. I speak truth. I host abundance. I dwell in overflow. One final repetition to seal the charge. I guard the gates of my mind. I speak truth. I host abundance. I dwell in overflow. Let this declaration function both as sword and shield, your proactive instrument and your protective covering. And now move from affirmation to concrete action in daily practice. State clearly, what single affirmation will you commit to speaking each day to fortify your gate? Voice it now and share it publicly. Let it become your daily blade for cutting through doubt. Write one affirmation you'll say daily to guard your gate. Share it with us. The act of sharing strengthens intention and accountability. Because your spoken courage helps others rise, your voice creates lift in the communal field. When you affirm, you become a lighthouse, steady, bright, and useful to those navigating dark waters. In guarding your gate, you safeguard not only your own overflow, but also the flow available to those connected to you. Protection radiates outward as shared benefit. Let us now step into the final chamber together, a culminating space of practice where intention becomes proclamation and the work ripens into witness. In this chamber, we do more than merely receive blessing as private recipients. We declare it openly, naming it aloud so its resonance increases and its reach extends. We testify with clarity and humility, turning experience into encouragement and proof. We magnify the gift by giving it voice, allowing gratitude to act like a lens that enlarges the good. For hidden within your personal story is the mechanism of multiplication. Narration turns singular grace into shared increase. A blessing spoken carries spiritual voltage. Uttered gratitude changes atmospheres and hearts. Yet when a testimony is declared, something more occurs. Blessing multiplies, replicating itself across listeners and moments. In the ancient account, 10 lepers received healing, but only one returned to say, "Thank you." Jesus' response offered not just acknowledgement, but completion. Your faith has made you whole, signaling a deeper restoration beyond the body. The others gained physical relief. Their bodies recovered and symptoms left. But the one who returned in gratitude received wholeness, mind, spirit, and soul, aligned into a fuller wellness. Why did this deeper healing manifest through that act? Because voicing your blessing publicly does more than admit its presence. It seals the grace, amplifies its signal, and equips it to take flight and touch others. This dynamic expresses the law of multiplication. Grateful declaration increases whatever it names. Florence Scovel Shinn taught words are containers for power. Therefore, when you share proof of your demonstration, you pour power into the collective, less as bragging and more as broadcasting truth to receptive hearts. The universe bends an attentive ear to testimony. Spoken gratitude resonates through the unseen. The energetic field answers in kind, shifting conditions to match the tone established by witness. Angels take note, aligning ministering help with a testimony's vibration. Allow me to illustrate with a concrete example of this principle in motion. Carol had been affirming for weeks, divine opportunities now find me. Money comes easily, I am richly supplied. Yet her balance remained slim. Her spirit held firm, but patience frayed as evidence lagged. One morning, a modest surprise appeared, a refund from an old overpayment totaling $43. The sum was small, yet she paused. Rather than shrug it off as luck, she chose to speak aloud. This is demonstration. This is divine return. She shared it in her spiritual community. I received $43 unexpectedly. I give thanks. This is evidence the law is working. Her public gratitude framed the event as proof, not accident. That same day, a friend who had been wavering about hiring a coach read the post, felt moved by Carol's certainty, reached out, and committed to a 3-month package that afternoon, multiplication activated by testimony. Her testimony magnified the initial blessing, transforming a small refund into a larger provision. Because Carol spoke, the circuit reconnected. Faith spread by example. The collective vibration elevated for her community too, and the field responded accordingly. You might think, who am I to share my blessing is tiny. Recall the loaves and fishes, it was never about size. The catalytic factor was spirit informed by gratitude. Jesus raised what was small, gave thanks, and it multiplied. Thanksgiving ignited increase. He did not postpone gratitude until he had plenty. He blessed what he already held, and sufficiency unfolded. The same pattern must be yours. Bless what is present, and let increase follow. Begin precisely where you stand. No delay, no disqualification. Speak candidly about what you have seen, however modest it seems. Bless the small beginnings, the partial answers, the fragments of evidence, treat them as seeds. Here is a simple sequence for activating this law in daily life. First, recognize demonstration, no matter how subtle, a gifted coffee, an unlooked-for smile, a delay that becomes helpful, a canceled bill, or a sudden lucid insight. Next, speak it aloud. This is divine. This is flow. I receive and magnify it. Naming the source and setting intention. Then share it in your journal or with your circle and community, not as self-proof, but as law proof that emboldens others. Offer thanks not as mere ritual, but as resonance. Gratitude is the frequency that sustains circulation and keeps channels open. Finally, watch the return at times, immediate at times, delayed but reliably amplified by the alignment you have maintained. Let us share additional stories, small, precise snapshots that reveal how these laws breathe through ordinary days. Marcus wrestled with doubt about his business ever gaining momentum. Fatigue weighed on him. Then one morning, he awoke to a message that read, "I've been following you. I love your work. I'm ready to buy. A single sentence, but it carried the fragrance of answered intention. It was just one sale, one solitary seed in the soil, yet it signified the start of a living harvest rather than a lone event. Marcus, however, chose a different response. He publicly named and blessed it. He posted, after weeks of silence, someone said, "Yes, I bless this sale. I magnify this sign." In testifying, he turned a single spark into a beacon. The very act of sharing acted like a magnet. That single post drew in 4 additional clients, multiplying the initial seed. Testimony increases what it touches. Declaring evidence invites more evidence to arrive. When you bless openly what you might otherwise conceal, you proclaim to the universe, "I trust you even in the little," and that trust becomes permission for expansion. Let this be said plainly: the world teems with quiet miracles, subtle provisions, and timely nudges that often go unspoken. Yet miracles replicate when voiced. Articulation converts private grace into communal increase. A grape stays only a grape, ordinary and contained, until pressing transforms it. Only through that process does it mature into wine. Likewise, your quiet blessings, once released, as testimony, become nourishment and courage for other souls making their way. When you share, "I just got a discount unexpectedly," another person hears, "The law works. I am not alone in this flow." When you say, "I met someone who wants to help me," someone else receives assistance, is also en route for me. Your testimony functions as a spiritual trumpet. It signals the unseen realm. This one is awake, send multiplication here. Now let us move from concept to practice with a brief embodied exercise. Call to mind a recent blessing, however modest, a breath of relief, a hint of favor, a soft whisper of yes arriving when you needed it. Hold that memory at your heart's center, as if cupping a candle's flame. Inhale slowly, drawing the memory deeper within. Now speak this aloud to seal it in the field around you. This is my blessing. I receive it. I testify it. I multiply it. Again, repeat to deepen the imprint. This is my blessing. I receive it. I testify it. I multiply it. And once more to anchor it fully. This is my blessing. I receive it. I testify it. I multiply it. Notice the subtle shift breath opening chest, easing a quiet current of confidence returning. Now receive a brief poetic meditation. Allow it to settle like music inside the spirit. The seed you place in the ground may be small, yet it is consecrated and alive with potential. The word you utter may sound soft, but its impact is seismic beneath the surface. The story you share may be quiet, yet it carries a contagion of courage and hope. Your life itself stands as testimony, ongoing evidence of divine partnership. Your voice acts as a trumpet capable of rallying faith and signaling increase. Your heart is a fertile field where multiplication takes root and spreads. Speak the blessing boldly without delay. Watch the blessing circle back in new and larger forms. Tenfold expanded beyond its original measure. 100-fold escalated by grace beyond simple arithmetic. Beyond anything you asked or even imagined in your private prayers. Because in the kingdom, there is no category of small, only beginnings that are honored. There are only 2 states, what has been sown and what waits to be sown. And your words are seeds, they plant futures as you speak. Your sharing also sows distributing hope like grain across a field. Your praise sows as well, scattering gratitude that germinates into new provision. Therefore, I ask you directly in this sacred moment, what is the most recent blessing you can name no matter how modest. It might be as simple as a parking space appearing at the right time. It could be a refund materializing out of nowhere. Perhaps a message arriving that opens a door. Maybe an idea lighting up your mind at the perfect moment, or simply a wave of peace that carried you through a difficult hour. Declare it aloud, write it down, share it with your circle. Let the act of sharing multiply it. Declare your blessing, even the small ones. Post it, multiply it. Use your voice to seed the field. Recognize that this space is not mere instruction. It is cultivated soil awaiting seeds. Your words function as seeds that will germinate in receptive hearts. Your testimony falls like rain, watering the seeds others have planted. And this very moment is harvest time, a gathering of returns set in motion by shared faith. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Likewise, your word is your wand, sculpting your life's contours into the unseen substance of creation. Each affirmation you speak is more than repetition. It is the chisel of divine truth carving form into the stone of your lived reality. Every affirmation is a spiritual chisel the soul wields, engraving patterns of wealth, peace, and provision into the sacred marble of the subconscious, where forms are fashioned before they appear. Now step with me into the forest of the mind. Picture your thoughts as trees, some wild and tangled, others pruned and open. Your affirmation is a golden machete swinging in a steady rhythm, clearing a path through old beliefs. With each pass, the trail opens wider, the way becomes easier, and the subconscious relearns the way home. Therefore, we do not repeat to plead, nor affirm to persuade God. We affirm to reprogram the mind's purse long zipped shut by fear, generational scarcity, and quiet vows of not enough. We reopen that inner purse by means of the word precise, faithful speech that resets our inner economy. Let us commence the practice together with intention and breath. Draw a deep breath in and release it slowly, allowing the body to soften. Once more, inhale gently and exhale, completely settling into calm readiness. As you breathe, allow each phrase to become your own. Let it resonate in your cells, etching itself into the inner marble of your soul like a sacred signature. Affirmation. Sequence begins a cadence of declarations to align thought, feeling, and flow. I walk in abundance, for I walk with God. My purse is an instrument of divine supply. It is always full, always flowing, always blessed. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. Every dollar I spend returns multiplied under grace in perfect ways. I give freely and I receive freely. The tide of divine substance rolls toward me now. I see myself surrounded by riches, clothed in peace, held by provision. My income increases, my debts dissolve, my joy expands. I am rich in every way, rich in money, rich in love, rich in favor. Doors swing wide before me, radiant golden thresholds shimmering with divinely appointed opportunities and pathways prepared in advance. My purse stands full to the brim. My purse is set apart as holy. My purse is a consecrated vessel, regarded as sacred in purpose and use. Each time my hand meets it, memory awakens within me. Provision accompanies me continually, and I am cared for without interruption. I envision supply streaming toward me like a luminous river, a current of light carrying resources steadily into my life. I no longer hunt or chase. I become the magnet that draws good, allowing aligned desire to invite what belongs with me. I relinquish compulsion. I permit, I allow, I consent to the natural movement of grace as it organizes outcomes. I refuse to worry. Instead, I speak decisive declarations that set the tone of my experience and steady the field around me. The power to shape prosperity rests upon my tongue. With speech, I authorize increase and establish fruitful patterns. I pronounce vitality and growth over my finances, breathing living words into every account and obligation. I decree favor over my accounts, bank credit investments, calling them aligned, supported, and expanding. I speak tangible wealth into my hands, blessing the work they do and the receipts they gather. My words function as golden seeds, potent, valuable kernels destined to become visible harvests. I sow them day by day, willingly, joyfully, and with faithful constancy, trusting their appointed season of return. I stand as the rich child of a loving father, heir to a benevolent household, and the resources of a generous kingdom. I receive as inheritance the kingdom's abundant supply that is comprehensive, enduring, and lovingly administered. I place my trust in the process and in the path unfolding beneath my feet, confident that guidance and timing are precise. I move forward by faith rather than by limited sight, allowing unseen assurance to lead more than visible data. My gait is governed by divine supply, not dictated by worldly fear. I pace myself according to providence, not panic. Each need is already attended to before I give it voice. Provision anticipates me and arrives ahead of the request. Every bill is satisfied in advance of its arrival. Answers precede invoices, and settlement precedes the statement. Every dollar I desire is already en route, moving by favorable channels toward my open hands and ready accounts. I open my purse and behold funds present visible evidence of the invisible flow supporting me. I open my heart and feel gratitude rise a warm current, confirming that I live within generous provision. I open my mouth and release words of increase, setting expansion in motion through spoken agreement. So it is now established, and so it shall continue to be present, reality and future pattern aligned. It is finished, it is finished, it is finished, sealed by repetition and settled in law. Breath cue, a gentle reminder to anchor the body so the mind and spirit absorb the decree. Draw a full breath inward and then release it slowly, allowing calm to spread through your chest and shoulders. Let the final phrase reverberate within your spirit. It is done, resounding like a steady bell in your inner sanctuary. For in true affirmation, you are not petitioning. You are declaring what already exists in principle and claiming alignment with it. You step into a vision already completed and take your place within an answered prayer, inhabiting the result now. You are not whispering into emptiness. You are issuing a decree into divine law, which receives records and responds. And divine law does not fail. It is reliable, consistent, and not subject to collapse or contradiction. This practice is not mere redundancy. It is deliberate reprogramming of inner patterns and reflexes. It is not empty repetition. It is restoration, returning your mind and emotions to their original abundance setting. With every return to affirmation, the internal trail clarifies. The path becomes familiar and easier to traverse. With every spoken line, the marble of your reality takes sharper form, edges, refined contours appear. Each declaration of my purse is full acts like a chisel, striking stone, breaking off the old lies of lack and insufficiency. You are sculpting a life marked by sufficiency and security, one grounded in spiritual wealth rather than worry. By divine design, you are becoming a vessel of overflow, a container that receives and circulates more than enough. And that transformation is no small matter. It is a profound recalibration of identity and experience. Therefore, return to this arsenal each day. Speak these words upon waking while walking, and as you prepare to rest, etch them deeply into consciousness and let outdated beliefs crumble away like dust shaken from finished stonework. In due course, when you survey your life, you will notice that the raw marble has been shaped into a masterpiece before your eyes. Your purse, once neglected or feared, is now honored and radiant, a sign of sacred provision. Your mind, formerly crowded with anxious debris, now stands clear and ordered, receptive to guidance. Your way, once obscured, now gleams like a golden road, visible and inviting with each next step. And you, beloved one, are now ready, centered, resourced, and prepared for sustained practice. Ready to engage the daily practice that translates faithful words into tangible wealth and steady supply. Ready to participate in the sacred act of reprogramming the purse, the subconscious storehouse of supply. Let us move forward into the ritual itself, where intention becomes embodied action. The sacred practice structured steps that sanctify the ordinary and encode abundance. The moment-by-moment embodiment, carrying the vibration of supply into every small choice. The purse calls for attention and honor, a summons to treat provision as holy. Let us answer that call promptly and wholeheartedly, stepping into practice without delay. Now that the word has been planted in receptive soil, the season has come to water that seed with intentional ritual, nourishing it so growth becomes steady and sure. Ritual functions as remembrance and reverence. It is repetition made sacred, ordinary actions lifted into devotion by awareness and consistency. Therefore, we commence the daily purse ritual, a consecrated sequence designed to awaken divine supply with the morning's first light and to seal that flow securely again at night. Approach this not as a chore to check off, but as a temple to enter an atmosphere of holiness you choose to inhabit. Allow your purse itself to become an altar, an honored focal point where intention, gratitude, and faith converge. Let your very breathing turn into a prayer, each inhale and exhale, a quiet liturgy aligning body and spirit. Let your spoken words act like precise keys that open heaven's vault, granting access to supply already prepared for you. This ritual does not worship the material, neither leather nor fabric zipper nor coins. It transcends the object's form. It concerns energy, the felt vibration you cultivate as you honor provision with awareness. It concerns the declarations you speak over the symbol of your provision, which program your subconscious purse to receive. This is the practical method by which the purse is reprogrammed, consistent, loving, word-based alignment. We honor the symbol, anoint it with intention, and proclaim over it with fervor and faith until the new pattern holds. Let us begin with the morning practice, where the day is framed in abundance from its first breath. Morning ritual, the purse of light. A dawn practice that turns first light into first fruits. Envision the following scene with all your senses fully engaged. The sun lifts over the horizon, a golden field shimmers ahead. Though the world lies hushed, something inside you begins to awaken and expand. You stand at the field's edge, holding your purse, now a sacred vessel, its surface faintly luminous, as though illumined from the inside out. Draw a slow, deep breath in, then exhale, and in a gentle voice, speak the following words as a vow. I greet the day with wealth in my heart, and riches in my hand. Hold the purse reverently in both hands, the way one would cradle a holy book or cherished scripture. Open it gently with care and intention, as though unveiling a sacred space. Whether it presently appears full or empty is irrelevant. Appearance bows to intention and law. You are about to alter its contents beyond physical items by shifting its frequency and energetic signature. Gaze into the purse and pronounce the following blessing aloud. You are blessed. You are full. You are a magnet of divine supply. Place your right hand inside and visualize a swirl of golden light filling and circling within the purse's interior. Then declare the next sentence with confidence and warmth. Every time I reach inside, I receive more than enough. Money comes easily, freely, joyfully. Now offer your threefold expression of gratitude, the gratitude trifold, like 3 clear chimes. Thank you, God, for every cent already given. Thank you, angels, for every dollar on its way. Thank you, self, for opening to receive. Allow these words to settle upon your awareness like dew on grass, quiet, cool, and saturating. Now, articulate your daily declaration, your North Star, for the hours ahead. I walk today as a vessel of wealth. Everything I touch turns to increase. I am the flow. I am the favor. I am the fulfillment. Close the purse slowly, as if sealing a covenant you intend to keep. Draw it to your heart and press it lightly there, uniting symbol and self. Visualize a warm stream of light pouring from the purse into your chest and spreading through your whole body like a humming field of plenty. In a tender whisper, speak the concluding line of your morning rite. I walk with a glowing purse. I walk with divine supply. Having sealed the ritual, step into your day and move forward in quiet confidence. Watch what unfolds around you. Notice the subtle and the obvious responses of life to your alignment. Observe how money responds to reverence, that respectful, grateful posture that dignifies every exchange. Notice how favor reliably follows the faithful, how alignment invites assistance, timing, and ease. Understand this is not superstition or magical thinking. It is disciplined spiritual practice. This is sacred technology, repeatable processes that align consciousness with divine law to produce dependable outcomes. Evening ritual. The closing blessing, the nighttime rite that closes the day in gratitude and resets your field for replenishment. Now the night has descended. Stars flicker above like attentive angelic eyes. The world grows hushed once more, inviting reflection and rest. And you come back to the purse no longer grasping or anxious, but grounded in gratitude and receptive calm. You cradle it the way a priest lifts a sacred chalice, reverently, steadily, and with ceremonial care. Open the purse once more, deliberately and gently, as if unveiling a small sanctuary. Gaze within its interior, allowing your awareness to soften as you look. Then speak this truth aloud so it imprints your consciousness. Every dollar I touch today is multiplied in the spirit. What went out returns tenfold under grace. Pause to review the day with reverence, attending not only to sums spent and received, but to the felt sense of circulation that moved through you. Recall the coffee you purchased that warmed a stranger's hands and lifted a mood, however briefly. Remember the tip you offered that brightened someone's spirit, validating their work and worth. Note the meal you paid for with peaceful ease rather than the old reflex of panic, marking a quiet victory. Recognize that each exchange formed part of a spiritual circulation energy, moving out and returning in higher form. Now anchor this awareness with a spoken decree. I circulate money with wisdom and joy. I give with grace. I receive with ease. All is balanced. All is blessed. Now voice the release prayer so the day can close cleanly and completely. I release all fear. I release all doubt. I release the day into divine accounting. All is well. All is working. All is wealth. Then take a slow, deep breath and add this final benediction. I sleep with a full purse. I sleep with a full heart. As you set the purse in its resting spot, drawer shelf, or bedside, seal the ritual with one last line. Rest now, holy vessel. Tomorrow we rise again in riches. Let that statement serve as a seal, closing the ceremony and quieting the mind. Receive it as your sacred close, a soft door shutting on the day with dignity. Allow your sleep to be wrapped in the feeling of wealth, safety, sufficiency, and warmth. Let your dreams be bathed in images of divine supply, easeful solutions, kind timing, and generous answers. Let your mind soak overnight in the memory and sensation of enough, so it awakens already satisfied. And now truly rest deeply without gripping or rehearsing worries, trusting the law to work as you sleep. This practice is not a scheme to control outcomes or manipulate results on demand, nor is it about forcing reality to bend to your will. It is alignment, not coercion. Rather, it is about remembering your identity within the realm of wealth, beloved, supplied, and connected to Source. You are a divine receiver, a sacred conduit, a consecrated vessel through which supply naturally moves. And this ritual is how you train your nervous system to live accordingly, calibrating body and breath to sustained trust. Not as a one-time gesture, nor only on easy days, but as a daily rhythm that builds spiritual muscle. Each sunrise becomes a reminder. I walk with a glowing purse and I meet the day resourced. Each sunset serves as remembrance. I sleep with a full purse and I end the day in gratitude. And between dawn and dusk, expect miracles small and great threading through ordinary hours. Provision, favor, overflow. The natural fruit of circulation, gratitude, and guarded gates. Because you have chosen to honor the vessel itself, to treat what carries your provision as sacred rather than ordinary, the field around your finances begins to shift in your favor. Because you have intentionally reprogrammed the purse, the subconscious storehouse of supply, its patterns update, and your outer life starts mirroring that new code. Because you have spoken the creative word, and the word once sent forth does not return empty-handed, but accomplishes the purpose for which it was declared. Therefore, commit fully, make a clear internal contract with yourself and with spirit. Establish this as a sacred discipline, not a passing experiment, something you practice with reverence and consistency. Not for a single day or a fleeting burst of enthusiasm, not merely for a week that fades as soon as novelty wears off, but for 21 days, a complete cycle sufficient to recode patterns, to set a new default in mind and nervous system. With each successive day, the purse feels lighter of fear, then brighter with faith, until it is treated as sacred, an altar of circulation rather than a container of anxiety. If you are ready to step into this 21-day sacred practice, declare it publicly by writing, "I commit to the ritual." Let your commitment be witnessed. Speak the pledge aloud so your body and breath record it. Type it boldly so your community and your own eyes confirm the choice. Allow heaven to witness your covenant. Let the unseen register your yes. Let angelic help respond to that yes with timely support and guidance. and allow the purse, which once felt mundane, to become extraordinary, radiant with meaning and flow. The process has officially begun. The switch has been flipped. You are actively reprogramming your purse, installing new beliefs and new responses. You are simultaneously rewiring your sense of worth, increasing your capacity to receive. You are remembering your true source, the steady origin of every good thing you experience. Now let us prepare for inevitable storms and equip ourselves with declarations strong enough to still them. And now, beloved, we speak not just for sunny days, but for the storm itself, so you remain steady in any weather. Because even the most faithful traveler will sometimes hear thunder roll and feel the sky shift. Even the soul abundant in spirit will occasionally watch a shadow pass across the way forward. Yet shadows never prove the sun is gone. They merely show something briefly standing between you and the light. And fear does not prove truth has disappeared. It only signals a momentary wobble before alignment returns. Fear is the brief flicker that often precedes the lamp's steady glow. Fear is the lie that rises just before a strong declaration restores reality. So when the storm arrives, an unexpected bill, a notice of layoff, or a sudden tightness in your chest, you must stand ready with words that anchor peace. You must draw your sword, your decisive, trained speech. Yes, your word is your wand for creation, and it is also your weapon for defense and clarity. Not to harm others, but to cut away illusions that masquerade as truth. Not to destroy reality, but to reveal the enduring truth behind temporary appearances. This, then, is your emergency arsenal tools for moments when the wind rises. These are your emergency declarations lines you speak when lack knocks, panic whispers, and doubt creeps in like a fog bank. You are not helpless. You are equipped and authorized. You are not at circumstance's mercy. You have agency in spirit and speech. You are the calm center within the storm's swirl. You are the commander who directs energy with intention and word. You are the soul entrusted with the sword of truth, steady, luminous, and sharp. Let us step into the emergency field, an inner drill that prepares you to act when stakes feel high. Take a deep breath, sense the present moment, and imagine the following scene in vivid detail. You stand upon a ship in a storm-tossed sea. Waves slam the hull. Winds howl through the rigging, and uncertainty presses in. Yet in your hand, there glows a sword of golden light, warm, unwavering, and impossibly steady. And as you lift it, the chaos pauses. The atmosphere remembers order. Now speak from strength and spirit. Repeat after me line by line with full conviction. Though the bill has come, I do not bow to fear. My source is not my job. My source is not the check. My source is God. Unexpected expense, you are expected by heaven. Divine substance rushes to meet you. I am provided for. I face no lack. I am surrounded by supply. This storm passes. This test transforms. I stand in wealth, not worry. Fear is a liar, and I do not rent space to liars. I evict every thought that says, not enough. I install new truth. There's always more than enough. The purse may look empty, but the bank of heaven is full. And I make my withdrawal now, under grace, in perfect ways. I do not freeze. I do not flee. I declare. Angels go forth. Provision appear. Favor fall upon me now. Every dollar I need is already on the way. I live in divine timing, not delay. I command peace. I command provision. I command the storm to still. For it is written, peace, be still. And so it is. Feel the restorative silence that follows the charged quiet of authority honored. Notice the authority rising in your chest like a steady tide. You have just sliced through panic with the sword of clear declaration. You have rewritten the moment's script, redirecting its outcome and tone. You have reclaimed your spiritual ground, standing where fear had tried to encroach. Consider the story of a woman, a devoted student of the Word, who put these principles to proof. One day, she stood before her landlord Bill, in hand, fear flickering in her eyes like a candle in wind. She had no visible funds, no savings, nothing logical to present as solution. But she remembered the teachings she had practiced and stored in her heart. She set her hand upon her purse, met the man's gaze, and declared with calm precision, "The money will be here by the hour, under grace, in perfect ways." He laughed dismissively, incredulous at her certainty. But she did not waver. She remained composed and unmoved. She held her ground, firm-centered and faithful. And precisely 1 hour later, a friend she had not spoken to for years reached out unexpectedly. "I had a feeling to send you something," he said, following an intuitive nudge he could not ignore. He sent the exact amount down to the dollar needed to settle the bill. Was this mere coincidence, random timing, with no deeper meaning? No, it was alignment activated by declaration. It was covenant in action, spoken agreement, meeting faithful supply. She employed her emergency declarations and spoke truth squarely into the face of fear. And truth rearranged the scene, conditions shifted to match her word. You are called to do the same when your storm rises. When wind rises, elevate your voice above its howl. When waves crash, raise your hands, your faith, and your focus even higher. When a bill arrives, declare without hesitation, "Heaven covers this," not because you pretend or deny facts, but because you are commanding reality to conform to higher law. These words are not flimsy bandages. They are sturdy bridges that carry you across trouble. They transport you from panic to peace, step by step. From "I don't know how to," it is already done, where certainty replaces confusion. From reactive crisis to creative participation in solution. Keep these declarations ready on your lips, habitual, immediate, and natural. Speak them the moment you feel a tremble begin within your chest. Say them when the envelope arrives and tries to spark dread. Say them when your bank balance dips and humility tests your trust. And say them when all is well, so your sword remains sharp from practice rather than rusted by neglect. Write them down and keep them in your wallet, on your phone, and in your car, accessible wherever fear might try to speak. Save these lines, use them in real moments, then return and share the outcome so faith multiplies for everyone. Because something will indeed happen, alignment invites evidence. Heaven hears and honors declarations spoken in faith. Money, too, moves by the current of faith circulating towards certainty. And your purse is not merely a container for cash, it is a place where demonstration shows up visibly. You yourself are the wealth, the consciousness of supply embodied. You are the word creative speech in motion. You are the calm at the center of every storm you cross. And when you speak in alignment, creation listens and responds in kind. Let storms roll as they will. You remain unshaken, planted in law. Let the wind howl. You are unmoved, anchored in trust. Your sword is drawn and ready. Your declarations are primed. Your purse is protected, its gate kept by truth and gratitude. And your faith itself is the fortress walls strong enough to weather any weather. Come closer now, beloved soul. We approach the sacred seal itself, the culminating imprint that sets this entire work into durable motion within you. We have spoken creative words, enacted the daily rituals with reverence, and when storms arose, we stood upright and declared truth until calm returned. Now the time has arrived to press the final code into your consciousness, like a signet into wax, an imprint you can feel and rely upon. A sacred chant, short, potent, and intentionally rhythmic, so it anchors easily. A holy invocation, summoning alignment and making your agreement audible to heaven and to your own heart. A covenant whose resonance will echo through your cells and breath through your purse and home, through the corridors of your future choices. This, then, is the culminating affirmation, the closing line that finishes the circuit. This is the sacred seal, the phrase that fastens what we have built so it holds under pressure. This is the phrase that completes the circuit, secures the energy within your field, and simultaneously swings wide the gates of demonstration. Let us step together into the inner temple, quiet, attentive, and ready to receive. Draw in a long breath, hold it gently, and release completely, letting the body soften into receptive stillness. Once again, inhale slowly, hold for a heartbeat, then exhale, allowing mind and chest to open. See yourself now standing before a great door of gold, ancient yet alive, luminous and inviting. This is the doorway into divine abundance, the threshold through which supply flows easily. It will not yield to coins, nor will it respond to strain. Effort alone cannot turn this key. It opens by the word, the spoken alignment of heart and tongue with higher law. Above the door, engraved in light, is the very phrase you are about to receive and repeat. This is the phrase Florence Scovel Shinn released into the ethers, a line that has guided many into proof. This is the line that unlocks inner vaults and quiets the voice of lack until it disappears. As the doors begin to open, feel golden light rushing toward you, warm, living, and profoundly kind. You step forward across the threshold, consenting with your whole being. The words rise naturally within you, as though they have always been etched upon your soul, awaiting this moment. Now voice them aloud so sound marries intention and makes it real. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Let the sentence settle into you, sinking past thought into feeling and memory. Allow it to expand throughout your body and aura, enlarging your capacity to receive. Permit it to burn gently into your spirit, becoming part of your identity rather than an occasional thought. Again, for deeper imprint, speak once more with presence. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Slow the cadence, now letting each word ring. Make the speaking itself a sacred act. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. And as you speak, also see it with inner sight language and image agreeing together. Close your eyes so vision turns inward and becomes vivid. Visualize your purse not as it once appeared in fear, but as it now truly is in faith. See it glowing warmly, heavy with light, filled to overflow with provision. Not chaotic or cluttered, not crammed with confusion, ordered and serene, but rich, sacredly rich, holding what is needed and what blesses others. You open it and behold gold notes, jewels of favor, and sacred currency, symbols of opportunities, support, and timely solutions. Each glance reveals more. Supply replenishes as quickly as it is recognized and used. Because the source is not mere circumstance. You are drawing from the divine storehouse that does not diminish. Now speak the sacred line once more, so the seal is pressed firmly. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Say it with joy, a smile in your tone and warmth in your chest. Say it with power, shoulders back, breath steady, authority awake. Say it with quiet certainty, no strain, just assurance that feels true. Understand, this is not merely a pretty phrase or a motivational line. It is a living declaration, active, creative, and already at work. A divine technology, simple to use, yet profound in effect, when practiced consistently. A seal impressed upon your energy field, stabilizing your frequency towards supply. A covenant statement between you and Source, a vow of mutual faithfulness to flow. Say it again and again until your body relaxes because it recognizes the truth. Let it rumble like gentle thunder through your soul, resonant, and sure I see my purse bulging with money, overflowing under grace in perfect ways. You are not merely reciting, you are becoming the vibration those words describe. You are the overflowing one, the person through whom increase naturally moves. You are the bulging purse capacity, expanded circulation alive. You are the grace-filled conduit of provision, supplying and being supplied in seamless rhythm. Let inner music swell an intuitive sense that alignment is complete. Let angels echo your declaration, amplifying it across unseen channels. Let your very cells memorize this vibration so it becomes your new baseline. Now speak the line 7 additional times, increasing intensity slightly with each repetition to engrave it fully. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. And now whisper softly, sealing the work like a final stamp. It is done. It is sealed. It is so. You have impressed the seal upon your consciousness firmly and tenderly at once. You have written it into the stone of your mind where it will not easily erode. You have spoken it into the universe's blueprint so conditions can now rearrange accordingly. You are not the same person who began this paragraph. You carry a different stance now. Your purse is not the same symbol it was. It is recoded as a channel of grace. Your reality is not the same. Subtle axes have shifted toward provision. You will never again look at your wallet and reflexively see emptiness. You will see potential unfolding avenues and timely help. You will see light evidence of guidance, favor, and next steps. You will see the very words you spoke appearing in form, manifest and unmistakable. And when fear attempts a return, you will speak the seal and watch fear dissolve. And when bills arrive, you will answer with the seal and keep circulation open. And when miracles come, you will smile, speak the seal again, and anchor gratitude. It belongs to you now, woven into your practice and identity. It lives within you as a living rhythm, not a borrowed script. This is your holy line, your personal covenant sentence. Speak it once more, then type it boldly so your commitment is witnessed. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Type it as a vow, and speak it as covenant. Let both body and community hear you. Let heaven record your declaration as a settled entry. Let the earth respond, people, systems, and timing aligning in your favor. Let your purse conform to this template, reflecting it in daily experience. You have been sealed, marked inwardly with the sign of overflow. You are overflowing, more than enough, moving through your life. You are under grace, relating to supply by favor rather than by strain. You are in perfect ways, guided steps, right doors, calm timing. And now, dear one, you stand ready, equipped for the next movement of this path, ready for the final step that turns personal manifestation into living mission. From manifestation to mission, the shift from receiving to radiating. Let us go forward together, carrying the light outward. And now, we rise together, lifting from inner practice into outward expression, carrying our light into movement and impact. We ascend from the gentle whisper of daily affirmation into the bright trumpet call of decisive action, where conviction becomes conduct. We rise from possessing an overflowing purse to embodying an overflowing life, where abundance saturates choices, relationships, and service. We rise from manifesting merely to survive to living on purpose and divine mission, letting surplus fund, meaning, mercy, and momentum. Because wealth, dear soul, is never the destination, it is a means and a message, not the finish line. It is the beginning point, the sturdy starting ground from which generous work proceeds. The purse now full does not mark completion. It forms your foundation, a base from which you build, bless, and broaden your reach. It is the vessel you carry into the world, portable proof of providence, ready to be poured. It is the cup you pour from, nourishing not only your needs, but also the weary, the waiting, and the wondering, who long for a sign of care. It is time to do more than walk in overflow. It is time to walk as overflow, becoming the living outpouring others can draw from. Breathe that in deeply. Let the identity of overflow settle into your ribs and root beneath your sternum. You have not merely become a receiver. Something larger has been born in you. You have become someone who radiates, projecting assurance and generosity like steady light. Someone for whom giving is not an event, but a way of being woven into every day. This is the highest expression of wealth, not the balance of your accounts, but the breadth and constancy of your generosity. Not the glitter of possessions, but the gold glow within your spirit, the quality of presence you share. Not the inventory you own, but the light you emit, how your being brightens rooms and lifts burdens. This is divine stewardship, responsibility infused with reverence and readiness to circulate good. This is the spiritual mission. Florence Scovel Shinn recognized conscious creation that blossoms into blessing for many. This is the law of circulation at work. What you give, you activate. Motion invites multiplication. What you release cycles back to you, often enlarged, because flow favors open hands. What you pour out becomes replenished. The well refills as you draw and pour with trust. You are now a living link within heaven's supply chain, an animated conduit through which provision travels to its appointed places. The torch of transfer. An image of responsibility and radiance passed from one bearer to another. Imagine yourself standing upon a high mountain summit, air crisp, horizon wide. Behind you lies a long path lined with lessons learned, declarations spoken, and victories won through faith. Before you stretches a valley filled with souls, faces of countless people at different stages of hope. Some wander, unsure of the way, steps unsteady. Some are working hard, yet weary, still seeking alignment that eases the load. Some are plainly weary hearts, low shoulders, heavy patience thin. All are waiting, whether they know it or not, for a light, a word, a gesture that turns them towards supply. And in your hand, you hold a torch. Its flame steady and warm, a sign of what you've received. It burns with the flame of faith, the fire that refuses to go out in night winds. It glows with the fire of favor, signaling welcome and waymaking wherever it shines. It flickers not with fear, but with the sacred light of divine supply, fearless, generous, and sure. And now comes the decisive choice. What will you do with what you hold? Will you pass the torch onward so more can see and be warmed? Will you step beyond personal manifestation into sacred mission, translating wealth into witness and work? Will you become a giver, motivated not by guilt or duty, but by overflow that longs to circulate? This is your invitation, clear, urgent, and kind. Give as you go. Let generosity accompany you like breath wherever you travel. You were taught by scarcity that giving equals loss, a subtraction from your little pile. But Florence taught otherwise. Giving opens the way for receiving. The gate swings when the gift is released. When you release with joy, the universe hastens to refill you, matching your tone with timely return. When you sow with love, harvest becomes inevitable. Love conditions the soil for growth. This is not karma nor mere obligation. This is divine economy, Spirit's way of keeping flow alive and fair. And it often works more swiftly and elegantly than any human-made system because grace is agile. Therefore, begin giving consciously as a daily design rather than a random act. Offer a kind word in the checkout line, simple speech that lifts a moment. Give $5 to someone who wouldn't expect it, small, surprising generosity that softens the day. Share your favorite affirmation with a friend in need. Give language that steadies their inner weather. Give your time, your full attention, or a sincere prayer. Intangible gifts that carry real weight. Give without guilt and without keeping score. Release the ledger and keep the flow. Your purse exists for more than you. It is designed to circulate blessing beyond your life. It is a mobile altar anointed for holy exchanges wherever you go. Let every dollar that passes through it function as a blessing in transit en route to its next assignment. Let every transaction be a prayer brief, intentional, and infused with goodwill. Let each generous act declare, I am the miracle. I am the overflow, confirming identity as channel, not choke point. The lighthouse within your inner stance becomes guidance for others at sea. You are no longer merely a seeker buffeted by storms. You are a lighthouse fixed bright and dependable in rough weather. You do not chase ships. You guide them by shining steadily, offering safe direction home. You do not plead for light. You are the light sourced from within and from spirit. Florence said, the invisible forces are ever working for man, who is always pulling the strings himself, though he does not know it. This reveals our hidden agency in shaping outcomes. You now know this clearly. You are not powerless in the dark. You are the string puller, the light holder, the purse reprogrammer, and origin of change rather than a passive witness. And the world truly needs you, your steadiness, your story, your shine. The community of faith-filled manifestors needs your presence and proof to strengthen its field. There are others right now standing where you once stood, uncertain under pressure and hungry for hope. They stare at a seemingly empty purse and whisper, How will I make it echoing a fear you remember well? You must be the answering voice that says there is another way. You must be the one who speaks with compassion and authority. I was there. I know the fear, and I know the way out. Your testimony is the map they can follow. You must share this light freely, widely, and without apology. Invitation to the next circle, a call to widen the ring of practice and proof. If this teaching has blessed you in any measure, if the affirmations have helped reprogram your purse and soften old fears, if your life has shifted even a single degree toward the light and into steadier flow, then share this work, pass it along so others can step into the same current. Share not only the video and ritual forms, share the frequency, carry the tone of trust and the practice of gratitude wherever you go. Become a living echo of these truths, repeat them through action and attitude. Invite others into the field of divine supply, where giving and receiving circulate under grace in perfect ways. Initiate a widening ripple of abundance that begins with your spoken words, flows through your acts of giving, and radiates outward from the quality of your presence. This is the emerging economy, moved not by fear's contractions, but by the expansive confidence of faith. It is sustained not by frantic hustle or strain, but by the quiet, stabilizing current of grace. It is not twisted by market manipulations. Rather, it is animated and guided by timely miracles that appear through alignment. You now belong to this flow. You are included within its rhythm and counted among its participants. You yourself embody overflow more than sufficient, able to pour into others without depletion. You are the living miracle proof in motion that spiritual supply becomes visible through willing hearts. You are the demonstration evidence that principle works shown through your words, choices, and results. Therefore, go forth, step out intentionally, and carry what you have received into action. Give generously, declare boldly, teach faithfully, bless widely. Let these 4 pillars shape your daily walk. Your purse stands full resourced, replenished, and ready for circulation. Your hands are prepared, steady, and open, equipped to serve, to receive, and to release. Your voice is sacred, set apart to speak life, establish peace, and call provision into form. You are no longer occupied only with manifesting. You are now actively living the mission that abundance empowers. Allow the final inner light to rise within you, now brightening your awareness and strengthening your resolve. Permit the torch to be passed from heart to heart as shared conviction illuminates one soul after another. Let lighthouses of steady faith ignite across the world, guiding many safely towards supply and peace. And together, we will co-create a realm in which wealth is ordinary, giving is joyful, and the purse is treated as perpetually sacred. Speak it now one final time with full presence and authority. I see my purse bulging with money overflowing under grace in perfect ways. Speak it confidently, and then share it with others so the frequency multiplies through community. Choose to be the miracle, embody the answer you once sought, and let it shine through you. Choose to be the overflow, live as a continual outpouring of grace, generosity, and provision.